This is the story of the super force of space explorers.
Peace. I stole that from Machini. Hold on, let me turn it up. Hold on. There we go. Squeaker! Yeah, I stole that from Machini. Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I wasn't gonna come because I don't feel well, but I saw Makini here and I had to give him a hard time and say hi, city boy, and that way I can go to bed in peace.
So Makini makes you come here, is what you're saying.
I mean, sure.
Yes, please come.
Of course. But thanks for inviting me. Sorry I can't stay. I just had to harass Makini and tell you thanks for inviting me. But
Don't go.
Thank
Stay.
you.
Oh, Squeaker, I love you too much.
it's climbing. I'm at 101, so I'm going to take myself to bed.
Alright.
Get some rest. Get some rest.
Get some rest, sweetie. Get some rest, sweetie.
Got to be there for Snow Dome tomorrow or I get fired.
Oh my God, he's not gonna fire you.
I'm kidding.
He's so mean. He's so mean.
If you need to make you feel better, I'll stop by later tonight if that makes you feel.
Oh, if they let you back in the state, city boy.
Ooh.
Love you too, Squeaker.
But thanks again. Y'all have a wonderful night. And I'm going to say thanks. And y'all have a happy, super awesome Friday. So y'all have a great weekend and day and night.
You too. Get some rest.
I'm going to go listen to y'all. So if you hear snoring, it's me.
Drink lots of fluids.
Yes.
Lots of fluids.
She's adorable when she snores.
How do you know that?
No. There is nothing adorable about a diesel power generator, okay? It's like I could power half of Washington with this.
Me.
Yeah, Y'all have a great night. Thanks again, Loki.
I love you,
Don't
Squeaker.
be
Squeaker,
harassed by
take
me.
care.
Y'all have a good
How
night.
dare you?
See ya.
How dare you? I'll see you tonight.
The legendary Squeaky Mouse, everybody. Everybody wish her quick recovery from whatever's going on.
Absolutely.
Where's my co-host at? Oh my God! No, not you. Anybody but you.
Oh no.
Is this the right channel? I'm looking for the Loki and Mexican Iron Man show.
No, it's not. No, Mexican Iron Man's gone. He's gone. He doesn't come on here anymore.
No, don't say that.
He's out with a MILF. He's out with a
Yeah,
MILF. He's on a date. He dates now on Friday nights, so he can't come on the show anymore.
That
Yeah, sorry, Mike.
Bitch, what the hell? I brought extra browning lotion.
Oh
Damn.
God.
He's brown enough as it is.
Well, it's for me.
Oh, right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, you're not complete. Nope. Nope, not tonight. Not tonight. Nope, not tonight, Mike. You ain't gonna try to break me tonight. Not tonight.
Dang nabbit.
Somewhere Mexican Iron Man's hiding in the bathroom going, oh no.
What you talking about? He's hiding under behind his date's dress. Come on now.
Oh my.
Is it safe to come out?
Well, he's been in the closet for a long time too, but eventually he'll come out.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Well, you got to come out of the closet to go out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Mexican Iron Man, come back to me. Come back.
Baby, come back.
That's my jam.
I don't think he's coming back.
Son of a...
Why is he not coming back? What have we ever done to him?
Well, he's getting late.
Well,
so I was like, okay. Well,
he doesn't really...
Well,
Mexican Iron Man.
Hasn't he heard of bros before hoes?
He doesn't come in the back?
He doesn't like it on the back. He likes it on his chest.
Oh my God.
Well, we've made fun of him. Well, we pick on him a lot. We made fun of him. We always make jokes at his expense, and he always seems to be the butt of the joke. That's not what I meant, Mike. And
he's always got his bottom up. He's always got his bottom up.
Goodness.
I think this is just to get back at us. I think it's just to get back at us and say, you know what, you guys aren't my friends anymore. I got better people to be around with. I got mills to be around with. I got babies. I got an earth to repopulate, just in case.
Wow. You know, all this butt and cum talk, it's got me hot and heated. I think I'm going to run to the Blue Oyster and let off some steam, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Bye, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
You guys don't want to come?
Too late.
No, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. I've already cleaned up, so.
Oh, well, if you change your mind, you know where I'm at.
Tuck and roll, Mike.
Tuck and roll, Mike.
Mike, Mexican Iron Man, call me.
We'll let him know.
Yeah, send him your boomstick, Shockwave. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Hail. Happy Friday night. TGIF here on Mornings of Mischief. Even though we're not on in the morning, it's night. Yeah, we don't need to know. We didn't need to know any of that, Mike. Just like we don't know about Mexican Iron Man and the MILF that he's dating.
You can call it Midnights of Mischief. There you go.
Midnights of Mischief, yeah. Mom.
I don't get it. I mean, how much time and attention can you lavish on one MILF that he couldn't take an hour or two to be here?
Well, it depends on the MILF in question, though.
I think he's being dominated.
Makani's got a kick-ass ass right there.
Hey, wait, what?
Look under you.
Oh,
he does.
I got like a head. It's like my head, and it's like the. I like that.
Thank you, Chris Persia, for the awesome thumbnail. What up, Jolly?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry I'm late. I had to pay off my prostitute with nickels. You know, it takes a minute.
You got to
Don't
count.
heat-
Yeah.
As long as you don't heat them up first.
I can't pay with
Just
nickels because
cruel.
I can only count to 4.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, that's about what it costs, about 20 cents, something like that. So that checks out.
Damn, where are you shopping at?
Just downtown behind the 7-Eleven. Mm-hmm.
Most
That's some
men's
high-
it
that's-
cost them their
What are you talking
souls.
Yeah, that's high end, man. Damn, that's outside my budget.
Well, needless to say, she was hanging out by one of the cleanest dumpsters I've ever seen.
Okay.
Or was she the
If these are
cleanest dumpster
American
you'd ever
nickels,
seen?
Both.
probably get some pretty good ones here. Just convert them to Canadian nickels. Ooh, geez.
Right.
Get
Right.
the most expensive one in town.
Nice. I'm gonna go to CC Karaoke's town.
CC's one of these guys that heats up his loonies before he throws them at the stripper.
We're going on a world tour, baby.
I cannot deny this.
I've got
Okay.
two super chats I want to take care of really quick. Sagadorp 9 with $5 super chat says, okay, no changes. Blood work looks good. No changes in meds. See you February 9th. Hell yes, brother. Hell yes.
Yes,
Keep kicking ass,
yes.
taking names.
February
Good friend
9th.
Sagadorp 9.
That's like 2 days after Snowdub's birthday.
It's a couple of days after the channel birthday, too. Holy shit.
Wow. Have a big party that day.
I think we got 4 years.
I'll be on my 5th.
Oh my God.
Yep. 5 years.
Someone asked me today, they said, how come you haven't just ran off of YouTube screaming like, a crazy person? I said, that's a really good question.
Oh, I do that every Saturday night.
I was gonna say we haven't done that yet. It's just
No. Have you seen my Saturday night show? I think everybody leaves screaming.
Oh, January 3rd. We're less than a month off. So January
Oh my
3rd was
God.
the 3rd was the first mornings. It was called Mornings with Loki.
Oh,
Those were the days. I
Yeah.
remember it well. I was just a watcher then, of course.
You were.
I
You
didn't
were.
participate, but I watched. I
It
learned
took you a
lot.
little while. It took you a little while to jump on.
It did, but you coaxed me out of my shell.
yeah, I don't like watching very long either before I jump in. Wait, what are we talking about?
I don't think that's what he meant.
forgotten.
I don't think that's what he meant, Jolly.
Oh,
And I would, but
Your
Never
buddy Snowdub left a $2 super chat and said, "Skull and tuck and roll."
skull and tuck and roll. Nice.
Right, thank you,
Yep.
gentlemen, both of you.
I think he's a
Yeah.
little. I think he's a little sad. He missed your morning show. He had to be at work, but I heard you gave him a good shout out for his latest video.
Oh yeah, we talked about that for like 30 minutes.
Nice.
Elmo's mom is in rehab.
God,
what
that
the
was so
heck? What
bad.
The hell? What the hell was this?
Elmo's mom, she likes the crack.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
What?
Sesame Street has gone completely full retard. I mean, it's bad. It is
And
bad.
his dad's sitting
Wait.
there and he's like, well, little Elmo, she gotta go away and she'll come back and be better one day.
jeez.
You're
Oh
not
my God,
joking right
Teenage
now?
Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my
Teenage
God, it's a
Mutant
Tom.
Ninja Turtles.
A wild
Here's
Tom has
Ninja
appeared.
Turtle.
Tom's Wild?
Yes.
Tom's
Nice.
transitioning to being a turtle.
It's like Pokeball. Somebody throw a
Yep.
Pokeball at Tom. We got to capture him.
I got my baby turtles. I got my little baby turtles. I got my 4 ugly little baby turtles that are like
Pizza, pizza.
and they're ugly as hell. Eris was like, why do you want those? Those are ugly as hell. I was like, because those are the turtles in the movie. Those are the little baby turtles that are like pizza. And one of them spoke.
Pizza, pizza.
I don't have those. Do you have those, Tom?
I haven't got them yet, but I think I ordered them.
Got to add that to my collection. Make a nice addition to my collection.
They're ugly, but they come with like the Domino's box. They come with a couple pieces of pizza and a bag of chips. Everything they're carrying around with them in that scene, they have. So I was like,
Cool.
hell yeah.
Where's Mikey? This is supposed to be the Loki show starring Mexican Iron Man. I'm confused.
No,
Right.
Snowdub.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Wait.
Yeah, because Snowdub's just as good with the MILFs as Mexican Iron Man. So.
I ain't lying there.
Or standing.
My reputation precedes me.
Mike is
something goes in front of you. That's true.
Mike is halfway into his MILF by now.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey's the one who got me to come out.
I heard about that.
This is my first.
Of the closet?
Never forget your first. Of the Loki's Late Show. I mean, I never really streamed before that. And then Mikey got me to come out. And I was like, hey.
I found it. So February 23rd was my very first video that I dropped as Jolly. There was music on the channel before that, but officially the first Jolly video was February 23rd, 2019. So yeah, it'll be 5 years on that day. Yeah.
Wow. Incroyable.
Been a long time. Last Jedi review. Yep.
It's been a long time, been a long lonely time.
Never forget your first.
Man, we're getting to be some old YouTubers, man. Been around a while.
Getting to be. I've been old before. I was old before I started.
Oh. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first piece of advice I ever got was from Doomcock. I said, "What would you suggest? What's the most important thing you do when you do a live stream?" And he said, "Loki, I go commando." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, thank you."
Interesting. I got something for Mikey today. Little gift.
You can't get better advice
His
than
card.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice.
Saw that. I had to get it for Mikey.
You'll like that.
Yeah.
He'll love it.
So, what's the big topics tonight there, Mr. Lokester?
Oh, well, we were going to talk video games. We were going to talk about
Elmo's mommy went away. Elmo's mommy went away to drug rehab.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I still can't tell if you're joking or if this actually happened.
No, they actually
No, this is real. You gotta watch the morning show.
Everybody, well, you got to watch Snowdub's show because
Yeah.
Snowdub put the video,
my video.
up,
Yeah.
and I messaged
you
him
East
this morning. I
Coasters.
was like, "Do you care if I talk about this morning?"
I'm
like,
never
"Wow."
awake at your
I'll put your
time.
link. I'll put your link out. This is crazy.
Well, for future reference, Loki, you don't need to ask. You whatever you want, man. You just help yourself. Yep.
Well, that's just a rule. I don't like to. I know it's like, shout out the video, show the video on Twitter and all that, but I always like to ask. I don't want to just like. That blew me away when you I thought it was going to be a joke. I really did. I was like, Snowdub's got like an Elmo puppet. It's gonna be like
Elmo's mom went to the clinic. Why?
because she got crabbed, little kid, and she been smoking crack. But they actually did it. It was like, your mama went away, and she going to be back, and she going to be all better.
I was like, are you sure this isn't a Chappelle skit? This sounds like a Chappelle skit. Seriously.
Oh, it lights up.
It glows, baby. Cool.
Nice.
Tom has all the coolest toys, man.
He does.
Right? He's got all the coolest toys. He's got all the damn
I
movies.
went Christmas shopping and bought shit for myself.
I hate it when that happens.
That's the best person you could buy it for, Tom.
Right?
Be good to yourself.
A nice little stand.
Yourself
and
is gonna
everything.
love it.
That's
Yourself
right.
is gonna absolutely love it.
You'll always have yourself as well.
That's pretty neat. I like that.
You're never alone
That's
with
cool.
a schizophrenic.
It's great.
I like it
A little expensive. It was like $35 at Spencer's, but
Damn.
Oh no, that's worth it. It just looks like you can't actually put it on, which is a kind of a shame.
no, it's not that big. It's close to the real size thing.
That's what she said.
Yeah, they had a few of them. They had Jack Skellington, a one-piece one.
They got
I had
some of
the
the
Jason one.
they got some really cool ugly Christmas sweaters at Spencer's.
Oh, I got an ugly Christmas sweater. Hang on.
Oh snap.
Oh, I found the leg lamp sweater. I found my leg lamp sweater from Christmas.
I actually
store.
have
I
a
was like,
little
holy
leg
shit.
lamp. It's like a third of the size of the real one. Yeah.
Nice. That's that time of year to start watching our favorite Christmas movies. Yep.
Yeah, Invasion USA, Die Hard, Cobra,
Jingle all the way.
Lethal
Edward
Weapon.
Scissorhands.
Lethal Weapon.
Right. The Thing.
All the classics. The Thing.
Thing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, check. Is the Thing really a Christmas movie or just a cold movie? Just
Yeah,
set in cold.
I think it works.
We're being
Cowabunga! Yeah!
whoa.
Nice.
Yes.
Well,
What's even better is the back.
Awesome. The 70s. Oh, there's an echo.
Oh, there's an echo.
There you go.
Is that me?
It's gone. It's gone.
Oh.
No, it's still there.
70s to reference that The Thing. There's a line in there where Kurt Russell says, "First goddamn week of winter." So it's kind of close to Christmas.
It's
Kind
getting
of.
close. Certainly
Yeah.
well
It's
into
getting close.
December.
Yeah. Oh, winter's December 21st, so that actually would be Christmas.
It would be.
The first goddamn week. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what he says. So it checks out. Oh, hey, we got a celebrity in the chat. Mr. Latino Slant. You know, I just grabbed his book.
Oh, you did? You got a copy?
Ollie!
Yep, grabbed a copy of that.
You
Oh,
got
you got
his
it?
book?
Mhm.
You've already got yours. Why haven't I not got mine?
Oh, well, I haven't got it yet.
All right.
Because you're in Canada, and they don't have books up there.
Right.
Well, there's certainly no bookstores, that's for sure. So it's actually funny you mentioned Polly, because I have a picture of his business, his side business here.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's talk about it.
Because I think we all know he is.
Yeah, let's talk all about it, shall we?
I don't want to talk about it.
Live grills. I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's his lips right there. From his lips to your ears.
Ooh.
Notice it's a
Oh
pink
my.
taco. Yeah.
Oh my!
That's one big pink taco right there.
It certainly
Well.
It
is.
is.
Wait till you see the burrito.
Mighty big taco.
Mm.
Looks like it's a mighty big Twinkie.
You always got the best meme 70s.
I've posted a bunch of stuff in our DM thing. If you feel like getting around to
Yeah.
them eventually,
I was getting
No
lost in those
hurry.
earlier.
I do have. I was
Not
looking
sure
for
if they're,
the.
not sure
I was
if they're
looking
fit for YouTube.
I was looking. No, these ones are all shareable. I was looking for the ones I didn't think were fit. I didn't post. I was looking for that Christmas card of the thing where the guys are all standing out in front of the base, going greetings from whatever the name of the base is. Merry Christmas. I must see if I can find.
Yeah,
that.
that hockey one's really nice.
It is nice. That one might be
just stare
just
at it for a while.
outside. I'm not. She was just about to be boarded
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll bet.
in the hockey one.
Mrs. Claus looks very happy.
I know what Santa wants for Christmas. Wow.
I think it was very sneaky of him to get the mistletoe in the right place in the first place, though.
Goodness.
Well, he does have a nose for it.
He does.
Mm.
Very naughty and very.
He's the only guy that I know that's just a little more jolly than me. Yep.
Oh,
Indeed.
wow. I'm sure Jolly will appreciate this one.
What you got?
This is right up your alley.
So to speak.
Oh,
You are
there's lots of prostitutes in the alley.
Ding dong.
Ding
Oh,
dong.
you remember Tomb Raider, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
This is right. This is
Yeah.
up Jolly's exactly.
Oh, hello. That's a thick tomb.
That is a thick
Yeah.
tomb indeed. More like a refrigerator. Sir. Not a bad thing though.
Not too
Picking all the
shabby.
right places. Yeah, all in the right places though.
Hey, thick thighs save lives.
Yeah, all in the right places. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not a big fan of women getting that big of a chest tattoo though. It takes away from what's already there. You know, it's like
Yeah.
you don't need that. Yeah, we're already staring at your chest. You don't need a tattoo there to help. Just saying.
just a distraction.
Pretty much.
You just want to read it.
Right.
Okay, I can't show that one.
No, there probably some you
Show the hockey one. You know,
Probably not. Probably not.
If Loki's saying, I can't do
Hey, you say, yeah, that's not good.
Canadian
Yeah, that's a big
approved.
no for YouTube. Yeah,
It's normal Canadian attire for a woman, a female hockey player. That's how they dress.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's cultural.
So when they go down on the ice, they don't get like ice burn or none of that. They don't. Their whole body doesn't just stick to the ice.
There's usually someone there to break their fall.
Uh-huh.
That's
She
it.
knows it.
Man,
She knows how to handle
the
a
net's
stick.
there for a
that
reason.
girl.
Yeah.
She knows how to handle a stick.
Yeah, you got to score. That's what the net's for.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I like to get my puck on.
I'll have to see if I can find any more that are more suitable.
Welcome.
find ones that are
pretty good.
advertiser friendly. How about that?
That's true.
Welcome to Snacks and Friends raid.
Yeah. Now we're passing ourselves around like some dirty whores. We started out with the Punk Ball Rudolph show on my channel. Then we went to Snacks, and now we're here. So yeah,
That's a great analogy.
this is part 3 of your Friday night entertainment block. Yep. We got to get Gator Snacks and Friends up to 500 subs so I can actually send him the chat. Yeah.
Oh, he's not?
Oh no, he's not even 200 yet.
No, it's a shame.
How is that possible?
Because he doesn't do content enough. You know how it is.
Usually,
I mean, that's true.
Content helps. He's starting to though. He's finally taken the dive.
That's what they say.
Yep. So subscribe to Snacks and Friends if you haven't subscribed yet. Show
Oh,
a
yeah,
fellow
good show.
puppet some love.
A good show. It's surprising to me that when some people that do some really great work.
This is the one I was
Girl
thinking of.
Snacks.
I'm going to get these printed and send them to people for Christmas. Eventually.
Oh, nice. There's a lot of Christmas memes. There's a Charlie Brown one too, where like Woodstock's like all deformed or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love the wish you were here.
Good grief.
You know what's funny is I actually met most of those guys this last June.
Yeah, when you were at the Dallas, Dallas show.
Yeah, the Dallas HorrorCon, and well, it was Snowed Up, the guy with his hand up my ass. But yeah, no, it was fun. I got to meet Keith David and John Carpenter. Got them all to sign the poster. It was awesome. So I got 2 people left because Wilfred Brimley passed. Unfortunately, there's like 3 of them that have passed that aren't alive anymore. Unfortunately, but I still got 2 left that I can get: TK Carter and of course the man Kurt Russell. So,
Indeed.
So we almost, I couldn't believe we almost did this. We almost spent $3,000 on an Aliens poster that had the entire cast signed.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, Bill Paxton on there.
It had Bill Paxton on it. It had everybody, all the main cast and Cameron's signature on it.
Yeah.
Which was like, God help me.
Unfortunately, when celebs die, the price just skyrockets.
It just goes up in value.
Yeah.
They want $5,000 for it, but we've got like a 40% off thing because we spent so much shit. We spent so much money there buying stuff that we've like saved up a 40% off coupon.
But it's funner to go and get the autographs yourself, you know, if you can do it. It just makes the experience so much better. Plus, you have documentation if you ever decide to sell it, you know. Yeah. So I got pictures of everybody signing the posters and stuff, you know. But it makes it a lot more fun, especially when you get to ask them questions about the movie and stuff.
Yeah, but did you get the signature of the actual thing?
You know what's funny that you say that, 70s? 2 of the actors that turn into the thing, they signed on the guy in the poster, right on his leg.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the ones that don't turn into the thing, they signed outside of the of the guy on the poster. It's pretty cool.
Well, strictly speaking, if you get Kurt Russell and who was left at the end, Kurt and
Keith David.
if you get their autographs, you've definitely got the thing then.
Well, I got Keith David signed it, but he didn't
Yeah,
sign on the thing, so I guess he wasn't the thing.
Ah, well, but you see, that could be misdirection.
Maybe.
It's true.
Yeah.
True. How hard would it be? How hard would it be to do a actual follow-up movie?
Well,
that is good.
Blumhouse is working on it, so there you go.
The expectations are going to be through the roof, though.
Get Kurt Russell's kid. He's been out looking for his dad. They've been looking for the base. They finally find him. They dig him up. You've got McCready Jr. and you've got Giles, who turns out to be the thing. And boom,
well, they wouldn't have to look for the base because they would know where the base was. Because the base wouldn't. I mean, surely the base. Someone's going to visit that base after a few weeks.
Right.
Well, what if it's completely covered in snow?
Yeah, but they still know where it is positionally. You would think, research bases in the Antarctic. They're not just going to disappear, or are they? So you think they would find it? No, it would be simple enough to set it just so that someone went there to figure out why they've not heard from these guys over the winter.
Yeah, no, that'd be. There's so many different ways they could pick up a sequel. There was actually a scene that was shot. I've never seen it. I know it was shot though, of McCready getting picked up and tested afterwards. And there was a comic book series that came out that kind of did a sequel. There's also a video game that came out on PlayStation 2. Oh, I own it. Yeah.
It was a good game.
It was hard as hell. God, that was hard.
Yeah.
Hard, but it was fun. Yeah.
I guess you could have a scenario where Kurt Russell and Keith David somehow get frozen and covered over, and therefore the thing is dormant because it's frozen,
Right.
and then does get uncovered later. When someone figures out where they are, like maybe they don't stay in that hut or whatever, and they end up out in the ice floe. So you could have some kind of scenario where the thing is dormant, and then they get uncovered.
Well, you could do the whole thing with what's his name? Childs. They find him, they unfreeze him. Childs wakes up first and turns into the thing and starts tearing everything up. And then McCready wakes up and his son's like, holy shit, and freaks out. And McCready, is like, I'm going to turn. And he starts talking to him. They hunt the thing down about halfway through the movie after they kill it. And you think, okay, it's done. You realize that McCready's also turned into the thing. And now you got a whole nother problem.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they should get Keith David back, but also cast David Keith in it. And then they could have on the poster, Keith David Keith stars in the thing too.
Wow. All I know is they better not foobar this movie if they're going to do it. And that's keep practical effects, because that's where the prequel screwed up.
Yeah.
Prequel bragged about all these practical effects. We got to see behind the scenes footage of them making the practical effects. They looked brilliant. They looked great. And then some asshole producer right at the end decided, no, let's scrap it and put CGI over everything. And then that's what we got. So,
well, if it was
stupid.
set just a few months after the events of the first movie, then it would be set back in that era, and therefore practical effects would look better anyway for the era rather than a lot of fancy CGI.
I agree.
So keep it looking like the original or feeling like the original with the same technology levels, I think.
I'd have to figure that out, Soul Assassin. It's on PlayStation 2, so I'd have to find out how to stream my PlayStation 2. I know how to stream my PlayStation 4, 5, my Switch, but the older consoles.
Okay.
I know it's possible.
Best way is Elgato. Best way is you need to get an Elgato game capture.
Oh.
You'll have to get a HDMI out adapter. I've got one for my PS2.
Yes.
Just get an HDMI adapter. That way you can do the HDMI into your TV with the adapter, and that'll go in through the capture card, and the capture card goes.
Well, I have the capture card already, but it's not the Gato. I don't know.
El Gato Robato.
El Gato.
I'll look into it.
Or alternatively, and YouTube, I am not encouraging this. Go emulate it. Go emulate it.
I am encouraging it.
PCSX2 emulator.
Emulators are good.
Oh, that's one of the best
With
emulators, too.
with OBS. PCSX2 with OBS.
I will be right back. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to.
I love
Great
it.
thing about PCSX2 is the entire library is in widescreen now.
It is. Yeah, it's
PS2
been
era was 4:3, right? But now it's all
Most-
16:9.
Yeah, most games, if not all of them, most games are now patched. Now have a patch to make it full 16:9 widescreen. So it's, and some games just look stunning. Even they've aged well.
see, the
Even when
thing
you
too
upscale them.
So yeah, because I mean, some things do age better than others. But I mean, like a really well-made texture, upscaled to HD. From
When you
its original
upscaled, you're like, holy
was-
shit, this looks like a new game.
Like,
This looks like a new game. Holy shit.
a lot of games at least look PS3 worthy. I mean, at the minimum, that's kind of something you can expect, right? But some of the really great art design, it just blows you away once you see it in that format.
Best
I'm
part
huge into
is-
emulation. I've been doing it for a long time.
Best part is that you're able to get full 60. Is that most games are now able to run at full 60 frames per second.
I mean, are we allowed to talk about Nintendo Switch? Because
Oh, there it is. Yes, very nice.
It is.
Yep.
Very nice.
Got
Tears
a
of the
copy.
Kingdom at 60 frames per second is pretty nice.
So yeah, I'd love to play it and play it for you guys on the channel. So I'll look into that. I'll see if I can figure it out.
So you need some kind of Mexican device, an El Gato.
An El Gato. I got an El Perro.
Ask
But he
Mike-
fucks up the
ask
channel, so
Mexican
yeah.
Iron Man might know about it. He maybe is El Gato.
I don't want to use the El Perro. That won't work. But
El
I'll look into
Gato with the Mills Chato.
right. Cool.
I think we need a Mexican Iron Man game.
He'd
Who's
just
the
be
game designer?
jumping out of windows and chasing MILFs the whole
That's
game.
right, yeah. Every level ends with
Well,
them
like that
jumping
old
out-
Beavis and
jumping out the
Butthead
window.
game where the whole point was to spit on people from the top of the building. I got endless entertainment out of that.
Right.
Totally adapt that concept to Mexican
It's
Iron
much
Man.
more fun in real life, CC.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Right,
What
here
is
we
that?
go.
Is he
Oh,
looking
we
through
doing this?
files?
This
What
is
is
the
I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Emulation is king.
FileZilla.
I still remember I had my old Pentium 1 laptop. I could emulate the Nintendo on it, but the Super Nintendo was way too powerful.
Remember the good old days when Pentium was a big thing? And wow, look, I've got a Pentium. It's not, it's not a 386 or
133
whatever.
megahertz processor.
Yahoo! Look at the size of my Pentium.
Got to save up for that next computer so I can get the Super Nintendo on it.
What the heck are we? Is he
I don't
coding?
know.
What was going on here?
Looking for files in all the wrong places.
Hmm.
Look, it's probably just a list of porn.
I was gonna say that or a list
That's
of
a
list of Mexican Iron Man's MILFs.
That's
It's his MILF data sheet.
it's actually the ones that are still active. He's got another list of the previous ones.
Oh wow!
These are just the active ones. Yeah.
Right.
These are just the active ones. This is
Yes, they're still in play.
the
No.
inactive ones. The inactive ones is a much longer list. It's like it's a phone book. It's the size of a
That's
phone
right.
book,
It's an
basically.
actual phone book. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I don't know how that got on here. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no wonder he's not here. I mean, did you see the size of that list? That is
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah,
It's like,
a busy
smart.
guy.
You got to
Yeah.
remember their names and their icon, that kind of shit, so that when
Most
you
of
call them up,
are-
you try to
yeah.
sort through the thousands.
Says you. I just say
He's
hey,
done
you.
busy. He's done business. He's done financial business with all of them.
You'd be surprised how many answers to hey you. So.
Hey, Jude.
As opposed to Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I need a drink. I'll be right back.
And then I give them all the same name at the end of the night. I say, tuck and roll, bitch!
I actually kind of like Hey You. Because if you get a
Many of
bitch,
them. Yeah.
then you filter it out right away.
Right. Well, this ain't no karaoke. That's not till later.
No.
Karaoke, bitch.
Say no karaoke, bitch.
If everybody stays up late enough tonight, I'll try to pop in and sing a song or two with you and Tom. Boy, Tom actually hit it on the Man in the Mirror. I was a little nervous. It's tough to do mic check, but Tom pulled it off. I was actually impressed. Yeah,
He did pull it off. I've heard he does that quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, Tom, are you going to play the finished Sly and Arnie Christmas song for us?
I don't have a Christmas one, but I have a Sly and Arnie one.
I don't know why I thought it was Christmas. Sorry, that would be. You could have done a Baby It's Cold Outside with Sly and Arnie.
Did I play the one last time?
Okay, well, you played some of it. I'm not sure you'd finished it yet.
Oh. I mean, are we copyright? Are we monetized?
Just ask Loki. Aye. It was just a thought, but yeah, Baby It's Cold Outside for Sly and Arnie. That would be a good one.
I thought this all got demonetized in the first minute.
We're never monetized on here.
Pre-demonetized for safety.
Well, besides like super chats and stuff, but we don't do commercials. Sorry, YouTube, we don't run your shitty ads on our channel.
Did I play this one?
Yeah, play it.
Or did I? I don't even remember. Did I make it last week?
Play it anyway.
Absolutely.
Like, get your lighters out.
I'll just raise my phone.
Knows what tomorrow brings. In the world, few hearts survive. Well, all I know is the way I feel. When it's real, keep it alive. The road is long like Randall. That's right. There are mountains in our way. Yeah, I like the one in Rocky Ford. But we climb and step every day. Like in Rocky, yeah, like that. It's like, down where we belong. Jesus Christ, it's down where we belong. That's my plan. No, it's mine. I'm sorry I fucked that. That's right. Okay.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That is so good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. That brought a tear to my eye.
You got to do a B-side, Tom. You got to do Baby It's Cold Outside.
Oh, God.
Here's your B-side.
Oh, God. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to find you with a fine good call. I was salty inside. There was something going on. I was like a girly man. You do something to me that I can't explain. Hold me closer and I'll feel more pain. Every beat of my heart. We got something going on. That's right. Yeah. Tender love is blind. It requires a dedication. All this love we feel needs no conversation. We ride it together. Making love to each other. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. Rolling in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away. other. That's not right. From one lover to another. That's not it. It's like, yeah. I can't live without you. Love was gone. Everything's nothing if you ain't got no one. And if you walk in tonight, slowly losing sight of the real thing. Yes, the real thing. Yeah. But that won't happen to us, and we've got no doubt. Too deep in love, and we got no way out. And the message is clear. This could be the year for the real thing. Yes. Or will you cry? Baby, I will hurt you never. We started in this whiny love forever. Ride it together. Watch the words, man. Making love with each other. It's not hard. I didn't screw it up. I just want you
Number one hit right here.
between. How can we be wrong? Stay away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. From one lover to another. Oh yeah. Whatever. Stay away with me. Yeah. Stay away with me. I got this yacht, you see. One more point there. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. No one in between. How can we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. From one lover to another. Better. Yeah, got it right that time. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. No one in between. How do we be wrong? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. No. From one lover to another. No, it's not a good take. You gotta redo that.
That was something.
I just picture Sly dressed as Dolly Parton doing the video.
It's a rhinestone cowboy.
I don't know. I just could hear Christopher Walken there at some point saying something. I don't know what. but just
Islands in the stream.
Cowbell.
Now listen to that. Now I hear.
That was awesome, Tom. Good work.
Right.
But yeah, baby,
You're right,
It's
though.
Cold,
Baby,
that's
that's a good one too.
that would be a good one to do because it's
That would be a good one.
It's a duet, so it would work perfectly.
Do you have any White Russians here?
Well, I've got Vladimir back there. Does he count?
I'm a white Canadian.
Yeah. What is McEnany doing?
I mean,
Sorry.
McEnany might have been out.
And who's he
He's
doing it to?
dropping ice cubes. Yeah, refill time for Machini.
So roughly how long does it take you to do one of those, Tom?
No, I'm on the train. I'm heading to the train. Sorry.
So Tom, how long does it take you to do one of those?
Well, I got to at least do it twice just to do the two voices. But if I fuck up or make myself laugh or something like that, I got to start over or cut it a spot. Most of them are like just one take. And
Are you
just
pretty
kinda
much vamping it?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have an idea of what I'm saying to myself, like at the end of there, like Sly's bitching it. Schwarzenegger's like, "We're done. That's a good take." He's like, "No, it's not. It's a horrible take."
No, they're really good.
So just little shit like that I'll throw in there, but like, I don't know. I'll have to come up with stuff.
It's over, Mick. Nothing's over. You got me thinking about the brisk iced tea commercials.
Yeah.
It's over, Rock. Nothing's over. Just give me something to drink.
Yeah, it's brisk, baby.
Yeah, it's brisk, baby.
Because back in the day, actors used to make records all the time.
Oh yeah.
It was
Well,
quite the thing.
Sly even tried with Dolly Parton actually in
Oh, that
Rhinestone.
Rhinestone, yeah. That's why I
Colin Drinkenstein.
He'd be the Dolly.
Oh, Mariella, thank you. That's just for you, Tom. She's got the ticket. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Hi, Maria.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Well, it's one for the money, two for the show.
I got to come up with some other ones too. I could have like Gary Busey.
I got to do Nick Cage doing something.
Or Nick Cage, yeah.
Now, what could he do? I'm trying to think of songs now, suitable songs.
Tell you what, when we were on our honeymoon at Universal, they had a really good Blues Brothers set up there, walking through the park, talking, singing, and they sounded good. They sounded good enough that I was like, damn, that is close.
What is one of the music acts on the stages at Universal?
Well, it's not. It's like they walk through the park, so they walk through Universal.
Right.
And they interact with the park, and they've got the car with the giant megaphone on top.
Oh, right. Cool. We got what? Half a pack of smokes.
Have a pack of smokes. 600 miles to go.
Hit it.
Half a tank of gas.
And we're wearing sunglasses.
Hey, a live subway shot.
It is. Okay, so we're about to see somebody probably getting beaten up.
Where's the caddy?
Is there someone going to piss on the floor?
As long as it's
Day I get out of prison, my own brother picks me up in a cop car.
Cap shacks, cap steering, cap.
Might as well go.
Where's the caddy? The Bluesmobile. I traded it. You traded it? Yeah, I traded it for a microphone. For a microphone? Yeah. All right, I can see that.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Oh, okay. That's funny. Good.
Yeah, but you know what? He did one of the most baller moves in movie history with Princess Leia. God, why can't I think of her name?
Carrie
at
Fisher.
the end, Carrie Fisher.
My dog died. My car broke down.
It wasn't me.
But when he takes his glasses off, that some bitch hadn't taken those glasses off that whole movie, and he takes those glasses off and looks at her with those eyes.
Those baby
like,
browns.
Shit. Oh shit!
That's one thing that John had that Jimmy never did. Was that charm?
Yeah.
All he had to do was just give you a look, and you were his, right? Whether it was to make you laugh, or you were a chick and you probably, he was pissing you off or whatever. Like, yeah, he was just that. He had that royal jelly. Jim tried for years. He just wasn't the same guy.
No, he's not.
He's a totally different guy. But like, yeah, John Belushi though, he could just turn that charm on. Like,
yeah, lovable rogue. He had that.
One of my favorite stories of his is when he was doing the Blues Brothers. He got fucked up, and they couldn't find him. They were shooting downtown, I think Chicago, and they couldn't fucking find him. They're looking everywhere for him, and they started knocking on houses, the doors down the street, and finally they got to a house, and they're like, "Have you seen John Belushi by chance?" "Yeah, he's sleeping on the couch." They're like, "Really?" They're like, "Yeah, he's sleeping on the couch." He knocked down the door. He goes, "You know who I am?" And we're like, "Yeah." He goes, "Can I have a sandwich?" So he let himself in, made a sandwich, kicked his shoes off, and fell asleep on the couch. And the guy just let him do it because he's like, it's just fucking John Belushi. Like,
what am I going to say? No, I'd be the biggest dick in the universe. Of course I'm going to let him sleep on my couch.
You got to remember, this is John Belushi post Animal House and Saturday Night Live. So like everybody knew who John Belushi was. I mean, of course, he was making the Blues Brothers, so he shows up probably in a black suit and a black hat. They're like, first they're probably like, what is this, the FBI? Or, oh, it's John Belushi. He probably just started knocking on doors until somebody answered. It's probably what happened.
Oh, hopefully he brought the ladies with him.
Well, there was a lot of fights they got in with him on that set. Like, he wouldn't come out of the trailer one day, So John Landis coming and they got into a fucking fight. And John flushed his Coke down the fucking toilet.
Holy shit.
And John lost his shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, he threw him out of his trailer and everything, and it was bad, yeah. They got into like a physical altercation over that. Yeah. He was a nightmare to work with on that movie set, though, I guess. But that was when he was really bad. Like, you got to remember, this is just before he died. So, like, he was doing coke, drinking, God knows what else constantly. So, yeah.
I guess that explains the flushing, but dang, man.
Well, yeah, because he wouldn't come out of his fucking trailer. He was just sitting there getting all coked up and drinking Jack or whatever, and he wouldn't come out. So John come in there, and he's like, "You're not going to come out?" He's like, "No, I'm not coming out." And he goes, "All right, I'm going to flush your fucking Coke then." He's like, "You will not." And he went in the bathroom and flushed his fucking Coke, and they got into a fucking fist fight over it.
That's like Elmo's mom. Coke in the trailer all day.
I can't believe that shit. We already have one Muppet on the show that had as a daddy in prison. I know that. And then we got one with a parent with AIDS or whatever. Or no, a Muppet that actually has AIDS, right? Snow, are you here? Because he knows what I'm talking about. So now Elmo's mom's a fucking drug addict in rehab, huh?
Yeah, I did a video about it. I mean, it's technically not his mom. They were talking about like some kid's mom.
Elmo's World.
Yeah, I did a video about it. You can check it out. It's on my channel. But yeah,
as I said, they already had the one where the dad was in prison. Then they had the other one that has AIDS, right?
And they got the one where
everybody's got AIDS, though.
The coke addict in the crew is
AIDS.
the Snuffleupagus.
Everyone got AIDS.
Bird. Got any smack, bird?
Well, don't forget about the one where Elmo gets the jabby jab too.
Oh, I didn't even see that. No, I haven't seen Sesame Street in years. My kid never got into Sesame Street. And I'm kind of glad because that was during the height of the Elmo era. And I'm like, this is not Sesame Street anymore. It's just the Elmo show now. Like Big Bird, everybody, Tully, all of them got kind of just shoved to the side. It was like, what the fuck is this?
What the heck is Mac doing? Is he?
He's out and about doing something.
I'm on the train. I'm waiting for my train.
He was
waiting on the train.
He was breakdancing on that train earlier.
No, that was street perform. No, that was street performers.
They had one where Ernie gets monkeypox. What?
The hell? Yeah.
Hey, Bert. We gotta talk, Bert. What is it, Ernie? Hey, Bert. Remember when I went to that place, the Blue Oyster Bar? Yes.
That's where Mike Roach got it.
Well, I got monkeypox.
My main problem with Sesame Street is that
I can't do the best Bert.
There's nobody can count to 4 in it.
Because I can do all the Jim Henson voices, but I'm not real good at the Frank Oz ones. I used to be able to do Miss Piggy, but I can't get that high no more.
I can get that high, but it takes a lot of weed.
Hey,
You don't know what
yeah, that's about
happens.
the best I can do.
You don't know.
Oh,
What happened?
We lost Mark.
Max.
Oh, he's on his
I guess
train.
the guy is about to get loud, yeah.
Downtown train.
We all know what happens when Snowdub gets fucked up.
Somebody threw down some cardboard and started playing some 80s hip hop, so Mac needed to do his backspins.
So he was an electric boogaloo.
Oh, he put it up in message.
He was doing his
Train's
Jean-Claude
gonna be
Van
loud.
Damme.
Okay, sorry about that.
There we go.
Sorry about that. Yeah, train is going to be loud as hell. So, and I figured none of y'all want to hear that. So,
I mean,
I'm
I
going
don't
to dip
mind
out.
seeing it.
So,
There's no blood on that platform. There's something wrong with it.
No.
There's no blood or feces.
Visual's pretty great.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, out here in Oakland right now. So.
Attention, various passengers.
Yeah,
We have no direct service
anyway, I'm
to
going to dip out,
various
guys. I
lines.
love y'all.
From your
I'm going to be
station
back
at this
next
hour.
Friday. I'll be listening.
Various passengers.
Cheers, buddy.
Hell yeah, brother. Hey, Garrett, you don't say.
That announcer sounds way too white for Oakland.
I'm surprised that this platform's still there and it's not just a smoking ruin. If it's in
Y'all motherfuckers get behind the yellow line.
Yeah, get behind the yellow line. Get your shit. Get ready. Train's coming, y'all. Fuck. I told you get away from the goddamn line. Stupid.
Oaktown.
Where the fuck you think you is? New York? Jesus
I think
Christ.
Probably work in New York too, actually.
No, New York's more like, hey, you moron, get the fuck away from the line, you dumb shit. You're going to lose a fucking arm or something. Jesus Christ. I saw a lady last week. She lost a fucking nose. Yeah, her whole fucking nose. Just clean off. Gone. That's New York. You going to LaGuardia, right?
You going to LaGuardia?
No, you're going the wrong way. You got to go back to go forward. That's the problem with New York.
You do a better New York than Grace does.
Oh, really? It's probably because I watch a lot of movies. Canadian's easy. I can really get. Yeah. I can get CC sounding Canadian sometimes.
I do know what you're talking about.
You mean like this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pretty good. Good day.
Good day. Good day, Ozer.
Did our lawyer call you? Yeah.
Yeah.
$10 is $10.
$10. Yeah. Hey,
it's some maple syrup,
Hey, let's go to Hortons. Hey.
Hey, over here for donuts.
Yeah, donuts, eh?
It works,
I go for some poutine and donuts. How about you?
Give me a cooler,
I offered a Timbit once. He let me off.
And make sure you put down the bear claw.
We got any beer?
It's Canadian beer. It's called Caribou.
I think that's all
the
clips I've got.
I wish those two would get together and do another fucking movie, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Strange Brew is so fucking. And that album, they only done one album, didn't they, Brian?
Just the one, yeah. Just
yeah.
the
What the fuck, man?
I know. Oh, Strange Brew is great. Did a whole stream on Strange Brew. Brilliant movie. Love it.
I was the last man on Earth. This is the Statue of Liberty, eh?
That's right. It's a great album, yeah. Love it. So, speaking of Oakland, I do have exclusive footage of Mexican Iron Man's taco stand in Oakland.
It's burning.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did he fart too close to the grill?
I think his franchise is in trouble.
I think one of the husbands set it on fire. They found out that he had that he impregnated all those nurses when he broke his leg.
A classy joint. If you like your tacos, slightly crisp.
That is why Mike left California, is because he had like 100% paternity suits after he broke his leg. He was banging all the nurses in the hospital.
Can't be served if you can't find you.
Indeed.
That's right.
Nurses are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure he likes the nurses.
About a boot, a boat.
He likes playing the whole wounded animal thing.
That got his ass in trouble, Tom.
Did it?
That got it. Oh, yeah. He came on, he was talking to the woman who does all the artwork, like the dragons and stuff for the... Because he got that dragon tapestry. He was talking to her, and she ate his ass alive backstage. He was like, huh? And she was like, that's right, love. I'll chain you up and leave you there for 3 days while I smash your brains out. And he was like, gulp. Oh, my God.
Mikey met his match, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He definitely makes some mean frijoles on Taco Tuesday. Oh, excuse me.
Ooh, what the hell was that?
Sorry.
There was that one time on Culture's channel he thought we were still streaming privately and he talked about a threesome.
An oldie bit of goodie.
Working it. Fortunately, I've heard that song on a horse clip before, so I got bad flashbacks.
These are ones I've all shown before, but what the hell, Here's another one. Hang on. This is Mexican Iron Man arrives home after escaping. This is.
Oh my God, that's an old ass picture, Mike. Holy shit. I I forgot when Mikey was that chubby, man.
Yeah, he's lost about 100 pounds since then.
I know, right? He's making me look bad.
Or not to be. Not to be.
The boy could still eat, though. I tell you what, when we were out at Universal Studios, man, he was putting away pretzels and ice cream. Now, granted, we walked about 20 miles that day, but yeah. He's like, you want something here? You want something there? I'm like, Mike, we just had lunch. I'm good.
It's not a great picture of him, but I think is this him?
Yep, that's him.
Yeah, it's not the
Holy
best of
shit.
pictures, but that is an old one.
Wow.
I don't quite know why he's got a squirrel on his head, but at least I hope it's a squirrel.
See, he's not even here, and that's all we've done the whole show is fucking talk about him.
I know.
Well, we figured
He's probably sleeping.
We figure if we do it enough, he'll show up.
No, Tom. He's out with that one married chick. Well,
Oh,
she's
yeah,
not
that's
married
right.
anymore. So the whole
Well, she won't be after tonight.
Well, she's not. She's not. She finally got divorced. She got her papers. She actually came
Were
back.
they
and was
real
like,
papers?
I am officially divorced. I said he needed to make sure. And he's like, dude, she showed him me. I was like, I'd still make sure. She lied to you the first
Run him
time.
past
No,
the
she
lawyer.
didn't.
Right.
She just didn't tell me. I was like, yeah, it's the same shit.
I'm complaining irate because the clip sucks. I don't care how much money you pay me. It still sucks.
No.
Emergency window. He would have been one of the three amigos.
Kind of like
Yeah.
Dr. Strange. Does
Would
that
you
little
say he had a
thing.
plethora of gifts?
Now, there's a Three Amigos reference.
It was.
A plethora?
Loki mentioned it. A plethora? What is a plethora?
Oh
Just
man,
don't
that accent.
Get jokes like that in movies now. You don't get them anymore.
I don't want to talk about it, Drunk Waddle. Just shut your beak.
Oh, the horse clip? Who made the horse clip?
It was back when we used to do back on the Tuck and Roll show. We used to do Secret Word, where it's like the Pee Wee's Playhouse, where somebody said a certain word, we'd scream, and every week I'd do a different word, right? And one of the weeks was horse, and for some god awful reason, that clip has managed to survive since then. Because
That is what's her name sucking on a microphone, isn't it?
who, what, where? Oh yeah. Or a moth or whatever the fuck her name is.
Amaranth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Amaranth in a Spider-Gwen outfit with a horse helmet on, sucking on a microphone. Why? I'm. Yeah.
It was funny the first 120 times, but now it's starting to get old.
The shit people will pay to see.
Yeah. You'd think they'd throw more money for the booby breaks, but nope. It's always damn horse. I got a weird chat that shows up in my shows. I don't know.
Or
Strange
watching someone get thrown out a window.
Yeah.
Or this.
Have a great trip. Here I
Now that's some silly string. I almost think it's shaving cream. It looks thicker than silly string.
I found the perfect television show for the Cotton Council. Just watch it.
No.
This is a show called The White Horses. It was
Make
on
it stop.
when I was a kid, this was on TV.
No wonder you're messed up. You were abused as a child.
Look at that beautiful
You're
piece of
infecting
meat.
my computer with irate 19.
Make it stop. Okay, we're good. Thanks. God.
I couldn't get it to go away. Wouldn't go away.
Indeed.
Thanks.
I just remembered that show. It was a German show, I think. but it was on in British television in the 60s. And I thought, there was not a show called The White Horses. And I went and looked on YouTube, and there was the opening credits.
That's way too skinny to be Megan there, Drunk Waddle. Way too skinny.
Boobies are cheap, but antagonizing the panel is priceless. For everything else, there's Puppet Card. Cotton Card. The Cotton Card. Yeah.
Yeah. Cotton Express.
It's got Jolly double birding on the card.
I just use my Cotton Express. Don't leave the council without it.
Don't go to be a pimp without it.
That's right. Don't pay for your Chinese prostitutes without it.
Do something about my own nationality.
What the hell was that?
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Tiny thing.
It's back, kids. Kind of like the McRib. When the morning comes and I open my eyes and I open my present, I only want one thing in this whole world, and I hope it's not too much to ask. I've been writing you this letter, Santa, and I hope it isn't inconvenient. Lord knows I've been good, and I hope you can overlook my past. One tiny thing, that's all I need, just a little someone to get by. And if I don't get my wish, I know I'll break down and cry. I don't ask for much, so please just grant me this. And Santa, bring me a midget for Christmas. We would be inseparable. I'd wear him like a tiny backpack. He'd be my very best friend, and I wouldn't drop him too hard. Well, at least not from too high. I can tell you that. I know I can be a dick, but Santa cut me some slack. I'm a jerk, that's a fact. But hey, I even sent you a real nice card. Oh, one tiny thing, that's all I need. Just a little someone to get by. And if I don't get my wish, I know I'll break down and cry. I don't ask for much, so please just grant me this. And Santa, bring me a midget for Christmas. You got a whole workshop full of elves. You could just bring me one. Don't be a greedy bastard. When the morning comes and I open my eyes and I open my gift, I only want one thing in this whole world, and I hope it's not too much to ask. I would dress him up in little costumes, and I would call him Cliff. Santa, can you please just do this one little task? One tiny thing, that's all I need. Just a little someone to get by. And if I don't get my wish, I know I'll punch Santa in his bucket. I don't ask for much, you fat motherfucker. Just grant me this. And Santa, please bring me a midget for Christmas. The lack of midget in my life is terrible. this midget-sized hole in my heart that only a person who's under 4 foot tall can feel. One tiny thing, that's all I need. Just a little someone to get by. And if I don't get my wish, I know I'll break down and cry. I don't ask for much, so please just grant me this. And Santa, please bring me a midget for Christmas. I will be good, I take this oath. Just give me a person of restricted growth. I'll be upset if I don't see a mini man under my tree. I just want someone who'll look up at me. One tiny thing, that's all I need. Just a little someone to get by. Oh, Santa, please just bring me one tiny guy.
Okay, so last year I did not see the video. I only.
Oh shit!
Is it wrong of me that this entire time this is what I thought Tom meant that he wanted for Christmas?
No, that's a different song.
That's the spinner version.
I happen to like little people. What can I say?
And they like you too.
I hope so. Hopefully they drop the restraining order.
Holy shit. Yeah, I never saw the video last year. So I never
We
I
have a
heard the
version.
song.
We actually have a version with Comics Division in it too. It's the midget. We did it for the Christmas party, yeah. The Christmas show for Comics Division, yeah.
Who's taller, comics or culture? I can't remember.
I think they're the same height.
Yeah, they're about the same, I think.
Which is funny because Culture just insists that he's taller or whatever.
Yeah, maybe in platform shoes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Peter Dinklage did choose his name like as a porn name, right? He's aware that he's just getting all the porn with it.
Dinky D.
Little Dinky.
You would think he would have changed his name. Like
It is the most ridiculous name, yeah, and he still has it
for a little
after all these
person, right?
years. Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going to be an actor and I'm a little person, like the last thing I want my name to be is something that sounds like Dinklage. Like
that's right.
That's
Peter Dinklage. Like,
isn't that the food that Mad Max feeds his dog? It's Dinky D dog food, right? Dinky
I think so.
Yeah.
And isn't that a callback to the dog from Mad Max anyway? Because the dog was named Dinky or something like that. I thought. Or maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember now.
It's Dinky Winky.
The dog had a name.
I thought so. I could be wrong.
No, you could be right. I just can't remember that. Yeah.
I know the dog.
Maybe you just called
food
it dog. I can't remember now.
Was Dinky D. Dinky
Yeah,
D.
you're right.
I was dating a girl this years ago, but she was pretty short. She was only like 5'1", something like that. But man, she had the fat ass. She wore the apple bottom jeans, you know, and she was. We were having a party at my house one night, and she's like, "Oh, hey, you know, do you mind if I, invite my sister over?" And I was like, "Oh, well, does she look like you?" And pretty much referring to her fat ass. And she was like, "Oh yeah, she's just like me." And I'm like, "Cool." And so I started hyping my friends up, about it. And I was like, "Oh yeah, she's bringing her sister, and oh yeah, she's got a fat ass." In walks in a midget. I kid you not, guys, 3 foot tall. She did have a fat ass, but
I was like, damn.
Legs look like little pigs. Yeah.
She was as wide as she was tall.
Oh, you should have seen the looks my friends
That's
gave
what
me.
we call fun size, my friend.
That was so funny. I'll never forget that.
So, is a midget with a fat ass as deep as a full-size person with a fat ass?
Unfortunately, I didn't get to have a short girl sandwich that night, but
God help me. The stream's gonna get taken down.
You wanted me as co-host.
It's probably best.
Yes.
Funny. That good old days.
We'll all regret it later.
We've all done things we regret like that.
Yeah, I got married the first time.
All right.
Second time's great. This has been great, but the first time.
Sure.
No.
I'm just looking for some more stuff to play. More memes.
I'm sure I'll be hearing from Mexican Iron Man Sunday because our teams play each other again. So I'll get some kind of bragging text when they kick my ass again.
What are you talking about?
His 49ers play my Seahawks twice a year.
His 49ers? The 49ers are gay.
Well, I know that. You know that. We all know that. But he still represents them. You know, it's
49ers haven't been cool since Joe Montana played for the 49ers. F. Steve Young.
Oh, one year
I
brought up an image for Mike. It was around Christmas time too. I was like, I got you the perfect Christmas gift, Mike. And he's like, what's that? And I brought up this image of 49ers Super Bowl highlights on VHS. He was so mad. It's like, look, I found you a copy of your Super Bowl highlights. Yeah, I can only find it on VHS though, Mike. They haven't won a Super Bowl since Steve Young, I think, right? Early
we
90s.
got the Blue Jays up here for baseball, and we had a I don't want to go off of this. But we had a Canadian GM. I fucking hate Rogers. It's our Canadian corporate company. They're as bad as fucking Disney, honestly, if you really get into it. And they fired the Canadian GM who wanted to spend the rest of his career with the team. A couple of years later, he goes and wins he wins the World Series with the Atlanta Braves. It's very satisfying.
The Blue Jays.
That's my I hate Rogers rant.
It's never been the same since the Expos were shut down.
Oh, the Expos were a winning team. They kicked them out too.
Indeed.
Mismanagement really pisses me off. I'm a little bit of a sports fan myself.
Everybody hates the Astros.
Could be worse. Could be a Mariners fan for the last 40 years.
Or Red Sox fan. Or a Detroit Lions fan. Holy shit. Tom, did you see that clip of Beverly Hills Cop 4 where he's still wearing that damn Detroit Lions?
No, I didn't see a
jacket?
clip was dropped. Let me see. Where's it at?
I don't know where the hell I saw it. He's got I don't know.
Because it doesn't come out till next year. I know that.
Oh, they got some leaked footage, huh?
And I know somebody who saw it.
Or is it just an image? Or was it an actual?
In Lions jacket.
You know, I love that movie Eddie Murphy did where he played the, what was it, like a porn movie producer guy? I can't remember the name of it now.
But, oh, God, yeah. Not Bulworth.
It was on Netflix, I think.
Oh.
And I have not been able to find a copy of it. Do you have a copy of that movie, Tom?
Which one?
The one where Eddie Murphy played like a porn movie. It was kind of like a somewhat true life story where he played the porn.
Oh, it's not porn. It's blaxploitation. You're thinking of the Netflix movie where he plays
It begins with a B, doesn't it? It's not
plays like a real life person.
Down in the jungle deep. That guy. Fuck, what's his name? Shit.
No, I
can't think of it.
He did
and it was really good. And
the Human Tornado and all that stuff. Yeah. Fuck.
Here, let me look it up.
Dolomite. Yeah.
Dolomite.
Yeah. Down in the jungle deep.
I didn't find the video, but that's one of the clips because he was wearing that butt ass yellow shirt.
Dolomite is my name. Was the name of it?
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of images, but I haven't seen any clips yet.
But they never.
I mean,
put it
I kind of know what
Blu-ray.
the plot is.
Did they?
No, it hasn't come out on Blu-ray yet. No,
because
it's a Netflix original.
What did they say about the plot?
It's basically, and this is what I didn't like hearing about it at first, but I've heard it's not as bad as you'd expect. I know Eddie has an estranged daughter living in California, and she's married to Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who's a cop, and I believe it's the daughter from the chick from part 3. And then all the original cast makes a cameo in it. Eddie's in it, but they have a bunch of scenes where his daughter is trying to do like Axel Foley things, and that's where the movie falls flat. There's stuff that he does that's pretty funny, they said, but they said that she tries to do like some Axel Foley bits and it just doesn't quite work.
Girl boss.
Yeah. Well, she's not even like
back.
She's not a cop either, I don't think. She might be, I can't remember. I think she's like a lawyer or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but yeah. Her husband, though, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, is a cop.
I don't know, after what they did to Coming to America, I don't trust anything that I want it to be good, but God.
I never watched the sequel of that.
Coming to America?
No.
It's horrible.
That's what I hear.
How the hell why would he sign off on that? Why would he agree to do that?
I don't know. I mean, really, it wasn't like woke or anything per se. It had some moments, but like it was just a bad plot. And then like most of the movie is like greatest hits. It's just like all the same jokes from the first movie.
It's very dull. That was dull.
Well, that was the first movie Arsenio Hall had been in since the first one, right? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of a movie he's been in since the first one.
Neither can I.
Yeah, he had a meteoric rise in reverse, didn't he? He just disappeared overnight.
Right? After his show got canceled, yeah.
Arsenio Hall.
Well, he had that other show for a while, and then trying to think, did he do? Because he was in Harlem Nights, and then he was in Coming to America, and I think Harlem Nights was before Coming to America.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if he did do anything after that as far as movies.
Think of it. No.
Nothing substantial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing that sticks
I
out.
have to look.
Gotta look it up.
According to Eddie Murphy, Arsenio's always over at his house.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom, thanks for showing that Blu-ray. That Blu-ray of what was it? Raw.
Oh yeah, I'm glad it's finally coming out. Yeah,
he did
about fucking time.
He did play himself in a lot of movies. Arsenio Hall, but he was in the Proud Family movie, which I vaguely.
Oh, okay.
remember.
Now, Loki, I've gotten two different cross signals here on the Aliens Blue or 4K that's coming out.
Yep.
You said that scene with what's his name, Paul
has been restored. That's what it said in the special. Hold on, so I can show you where I got it.
It's supposed to be both the theatrical and the special edition.
Yes,
on it.
in 4K, but they were supposed to have restored the scene with Burke at the end of the movie, where she runs into him while she's going through the hive, and she gives him a grenade, and she's like,
right,
do it yourself, bitch.
Now, where'd you get that from? Because I watched a video the other night of people talking about the new 4K coming out, and they said nothing had changed. So I'm like, no, so I wanted.
It might be nothing has changed from the original, but not the extended edition. I'm looking.
It might just be in the special features too.
I ordered it.
Okay.
They said that had been restored. They specifically said
they didn't do it for the, I think it was 30th anniversary Blu-ray release or whatever. I have that one. And of course, I got the quadrology that's got theatrical.
Yeah, I know that scene's in there in the special features, but I don't know.
Right.
I haven't heard anything about them actually restoring that scene to the movie proper.
Now they did restore the scene of Dallas being cocooned.
Yeah,
up
in that weird director's cut that they fucking had Ridley do. It just makes no sense, but yeah. Because he cut other things out, which I hated.
Yeah. Yeah. The quadrology, it had an extended version of every one of the films, and Alien 3 is actually a lot better if you watch the extended version.
Yeah, it's a much better film.
I stand behind that movie. I mean, I
stand behind the director.
Blomkamp's version, but
I never hated it, but I
Killing
understand in retrospect. Yeah, like I understand that now. But
Alien 3 was fucked with really, really hard. But there's a fever dream.
Well, it was fucked from the start.
And
by the way, they decided to kill those two characters off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And shaving all their heads so you can't tell who the hell's who through half the movie was a real.
But I mean, I appreciated a lot of the cinematography in it, and the fact that they were wise enough to just like completely go opposite of Aliens, like and put them in a setting with no guns, no weapons, limited resources. And maybe it wasn't as good as it could have potentially have been if it wasn't fucked with, but there was a real tension for me to the fact that they had nothing to work with, and it was just back to like facing that singular predator, you know.
Okay, so it says undeleted Burt Cocoon, long one of the most sought after lost moments from the entire Alien anthology. This scene depicting Burke's fate is now revealed. So
Okay.
It's on Blu-ray.com.
Huh.
Aliens Ultimate Collector's Edition, because this is the one I ordered, and this is where
They've done multiple cuts for this film, because I can remember back when I was really young, but I do remember this. So the theatrical version had come out, and then it went to pay-per-view, right? And the pay-per-view version had the gun scene in the hallway in it.
And they had Ripley talking about her daughter, because that was on either Showtime or HBO. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the extended cut, yeah.
But, well, no, because they put the extended cut out later, which added a bunch more stuff. But I do remember the gun scene being in that cut that was on pay-per-view. So it's so weird. They've done multiple cuts of it.
I didn't remember the gun scene, but I remembered her sitting there talking to Burke about Amy.
Yeah.
So, and that was when I was like, holy shit, this is different. This isn't like the one we've got on VHS. And I even grabbed my dad and I was like, Dad, that's not on our VHS tape. And he's like, well, I don't know why it's on there.
I know. For years, I was like, I remembered that gun scene specifically. And I was like, where is that scene? And why am I not seeing it, when I bought the VHS? And then, of course, the special edition came out and it was back. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's why I always wanted to be an editor. I always imagine, like in a movie, like every scene in the movie must have 5, 6, 7 different takes of that particular shot.
It all depends.
And how different could a movie be if you chose a different take of all the different scenes? I mean, I know Clint Eastwood did like one take of every scene, but
I was gonna say, it all depends on the director. Yeah,
that means
then you had back in the days.
You have a half, yeah.
You can actually see a few examples of what you're talking about, CC. If you can find, like, I think Oklahoma's one of them. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that have like the Cinerama version of it, because when they do that, they'd have to shoot it with 2 different cameras. So they'd shoot it with a regular camera, and then they'd shoot the same shot and scene, whatever, with the Cinerama camera. So there's little variations between the two, but they're still literally the same movie, but it's all made up of completely different takes. And then you have like an example, like a great one, speaking of Beverly Hills Cop. A fun one to find is the TV cut of Beverly Hills Cop, because like 80% of that movie is made up of alternate takes, because there was no way they were going to be able to edit all the F words. So what you have is a lot of the scenes is like Eddie with completely different energy, and he's covering up all the F words and stuff like that. Even in the scene in the strip club, the strippers got bras on and stuff. So it's all completely different takes than what's in the movie. So it's really weird to watch it. So it's like, especially if you know the original movie real well, because you can tell just by the tone of their voice, by the way they're talking, and it's completely different takes and stuff like that. It's funny as hell. But like some of the scenes are still intact, but like, especially like from the very start, like the cigarette scene is all different. It's just completely different takes. The only difference is they just can't swear. So he's like, so tell me, fellas, what's going on? Crap, man, stuff like that. Stuff instead of saying, all the other stuff. He's like, it's the same lines and everything, but just a little different energy and no F words and no S words, and shit like that. So yeah.
They screwed with us on Planes, Trains, and Automobiles too. Back when that came out, I remember the trailer they dropped had a bunch of scenes in it that weren't in the movie, and now I finally got to see them again with this latest version with all the deleted scenes. They should just patch it all together and make that 3-hour cut of that movie.
I don't think they have the footage. That's why they just have the VHS copy they found of John Hughes. Because back then, even that, we got lucky. We got like the Donner cut of Superman 2, and the only reason we got that had nothing to do with us writing in for years trying to get it to happen. That just happened because Bryan Singer was digging through the vault for stuff from Superman 1 for Superman Returns, and he happened to stumble upon all of the footage from Superman 2 that was never used, including all the Marlon Brando stuff.
Right.
And since they had the clearance to use that for Superman Returns, he went back and talked to him to see if he couldn't get it together and Donner's like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with it. He's like, well, I understand, but the fans want it. He's like, all right, I'll sign off on it, but he didn't really want to work on it. And so they did an assembly cut of it, and he came in and watched it, and he fell back in love with it. And it's the first time he'd ever seen the movie, because he never watched part 2. He never saw the Richard Lester version.
He was so pissed.
He never, ever watched the rest of the movies. He's never seen another Superman movie. So that was the first time he had ever sat down and watched Superman 2. And he signed off on it. I mean, there's a few things I wished he would have changed still, but, you know, it just, they constructed it to as best as it was. They had, you know, from the original scripts and as it was. But no, it's just one of those rare things. They generally threw a lot of that shit out. They didn't keep it, you know, if it wasn't getting used. I mean, and then you got guys like Kubrick who would notoriously steal shit from the negative on purpose so they couldn't use it. That's where the ending of Dr. Strangelove has disappeared, because he took it. He took it out of the negative and supposedly burnt it. For those who don't know what it is, it's just after the whole thing goes down on Dr. Strangelove, they have this big pie fight, and it just kind of comes out of nowhere, and he hated it. He hated it so much that he did that. He literally cut it out of the negative and burnt the negative, according to what people have said, so nobody could ever show it again. And there's only photographs of it. Nobody's ever seen it since the original screening.
There's a kind of genius to that with Kubrick, like went with eyes wide shut, doing 100 takes of one scene.
And that's the thing he would do is, like, if there was anything he deleted, he would generally destroy it so nobody could get to it again.
You know, what's his name? The guy who sung, he was the lead singer for Queen.
Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury burned the entire set of them doing New York after they did Highlander. So nobody could ever use it. He was like, you got it for the movie. You can kiss my ass. It's never going to be on a soundtrack. It's never going to be released. And he burned it. He pissed him off so bad because he burned it because he didn't want to sing it in the first freaking place. That he did not want that in the movie, and they pulled contract on his ass, and they were like, no, you're going to sing it. You're going to do it. And
I probably shouldn't say this live.
Go ahead.
I asked my friend about that Elton John song in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He said that's going to cost us more than we could ever afford.
There was an Elton John song in Planes, Trains?
Yeah. Apparently, I was listening to it on the live stream. I can't remember what show it was on. Apparently, for that movie, there was a theme song for the movie by Elton John that they didn't include due to some issues
that's
behind
why.
the scenes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was saying, I never heard it.
My friend about it. He's like, we can't afford that.
Huh. Interesting.
It's the trick with stuff that's
because he did do a lot of soundtracks at that time. Like he's on Ghostbusters, he's on Lethal Weapon 3, he's on. There's a couple of other ones too that he did. Well, Ghostbusters 2, did I say that? Not Ghostbusters 1, but yeah.
So Ryan Reynolds is looking to find this song. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Elton John song. Yeah.
Interesting. He must not have liked it.
There's a ton of stuff out there, both in movies and music, right? Stuff we'll never hear.
Oh yeah. Well, there's stuff that's been found. Like somebody released finally the original version of Ghostbusters song they didn't use.
There's entire albums that have been recorded by bands and artists that have never been released.
Oh yeah. Well, there's supposedly that famous Beatles album too that was never released.
Yeah.
I don't know if it exists or not. You know what I'm talking about, Brian?
I do, but yeah. It's debatable.
Do you think it's a figment?
Well, there's always stuff in the can. You never know.
Well, no, I know. I'm talking about the one, though, that they... Because I think this is actually per John Lennon and Paul McCartney said it themselves. This is when they first started experimenting with LSD, so I believe this would have been post Sgt. Pepper, but somewhere in there, they recorded some album all fucked up on LSD. Or they had, like, not a whole album, but a bunch of sessions they did.
Well, I recall them saying that it was too terrible to release.
Exactly. So there's supposedly all this stuff that they never released, or I don't know if it's in a vault somewhere, or if Paul destroyed it, or what.
Well, one of the things they did was the Festival of Light piece of music. That was
that's
like
different, but yeah.
Long. That might have been in the same era, though.
It could have been, you're right. And some people do speculate, I think, that did come from that session.
Yeah. That's
But
why
yeah, they supposedly got all
eventually-
fucked up on LSD, got sick, went up on the roof. And
Well, that's
this
when
other
John
weird
went on the
shit,
roof
yeah.
and they went, "You've let him go up on the roof on his own," and there was no ledge or railing
Yeah.
on the roof of Abbey Road Studios. He could have just wandered off.
So this
the
isn't
edge.
even like really a myth from my memory now that I'm remembering. Yeah, because I swear like Paul talking about it and shit. Yeah.
There's a rumor they got Michael Jackson songs still too that they never released.
Oh, well, I don't know if I believe that anymore because they went and put. Did you hear about those last 2 albums they put out had fucking fake songs on them? And Sony got sued over it.
I bought one of them.
Yeah, you probably did. So a lot of people did.
Yeah. I want to say it was called Escape or something like that.
Yeah, Escape or Escapade or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like 2 or 3 of those last albums that had a buttload. I mean, some of them were songs that he started and never finished, so they had a sound-alike come in and finish them. But then they got greedy, and they did a couple of songs that had nothing to do with him with the sound-alike guy.
Jeez.
And they got busted.
Well, Sony wanted him dead anyway, so they could take all his money.
Yeah, I've heard that. I thought about doing a documentary on that, but every time I talked about people about doing it, kind of hit some dead ends. But
maybe Razor Fist could help you on that.
That's the one individual I did talk to that actually is kind of receptive to it. But he also said, "Yeah, we're playing with fire,
right? Going down a dirty rabbit hole, so to speak." Yeah. He talked about it quite a bit, though. Yeah, he told his ex-wife Presley. He told her that they were out to get him. They were out to kill him.
Well, that's what he was talking about near the end there when people are like, "Oh, he's nuts."
Yeah.
It's like if you actually listen to what he's saying, that's what he was talking about. Was Sony was trying to buy out his rights, and when he wouldn't sell, he was convinced they were going to have him killed.
I mean, this article's not like from today, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
The thing was that Michael Jackson did Sonic the Hedgehog music. I mean, it's some great soundtrack in that game. And he's once he realized it was happening, he's like, oh yeah, it's definitely.
Well, most people don't
Michael
realize
Jackson.
he wrote "Do the Bartman" as well.
Yeah, you have to pay. I can confirm this. You have to pay for the original soundtrack. So you have to pay an extra fee to get the original music for Sonic Origins, because I had to do that.
They played "Do the Bartman" at Universal Studios Simpsons Land over and over and over again. I couldn't. Every time I heard it, I'm like, "Oh, there's the Bartman again."
I can't remember what name he wrote it under, but yeah, he's got like 3 or 4 names that he would write other music under for other people. And that was one of them, because he'd do it so he could get away with doing it out from underneath his record label too.
Right.
Because also people are pretty sure he wrote most of Janet's shit.
Yeah.
Produced it.
more than likely.
You especially listen to some of that earlier shit. You can tell.
Yeah. Rhythm Nation was definitely
exactly.
influenced
Yes, that's
by
all
MJ.
Michael.
Yeah. Hands down.
Nasty Girl, come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I miss you much.
Yeah, all of her shit sounds just like something Michael would have wrote. And he didn't even write as much of his own stuff as you'd think. But I mean, he did. I mean, he'd write shit all the time, but yeah.
Wouldn't it have been cool if they started Sonic 3 and it was like, Sega.
I had Moonwalker on Sega, man. That was one of the things that made Sega, desirable, is it had Moonwalker and shit on it.
Yeah, that was big hit when it first came out. Yeah.
Rod Temperton doesn't get as much credit as he should for all the stuff he did with Michael Jackson.
Yes, this is true. Rob Temperton wrote like Thriller, and he wrote
Off the Wall.
Off the Wall. A lot of some of the better songs on those albums are his shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was in a British funk disco band, Heatwave. He was actually a Brit. It's hard to believe he's English. He was English, Rod Temperton, but he wrote a lot of good stuff. He wrote stuff for George Benson, James Ingram, a whole bunch of other people. But yeah, Thriller particularly was the big one that he wrote.
Yeah, there's a couple on that album he wrote. In fact, I think my favorite song on there is shit. I always forget the damn name of it. It's like my favorite song on the album. Let me look.
Thriller, the track.
Skull X-Wing. Thank you, brother, for that $5 super chat. It is much appreciated. And what is up, Nick Weiser Raid? What is up, Ironcaster? What is up, guys?
Sweet Freedom.
Up Mephisto.
Rod Temperton wrote that. Sweet Freedom.
Oh yeah, he was doing the his comic book show. I'd seen him live earlier. Yep.
We can
Nick
do that.
Wiza.
We can play Moonwalker.
Baby Be Mine. That's the one I keep thinking
Baby
of.
Be Mine, yes.
Play the
love that
Sega
tune.
CD. Play the Sega CD version.
That's a jammer.
We can play
It was
the Sega CD.
It was an arcade game too.
Yeah.
Human Nature was written by two of the guys from Toto or whatever.
And he used vocals from Human Nature and let SWV put it on a song.
Well,
Yep.
see, I'll look and see what's better, the arcade version or the Sega CD version. Sometimes the CD version's audio is a lot better.
The CD, well, yeah, because they had a better audio.
Isn't that a Law and Order show?
Chip.
SWV?
It is.
Law and Order SUV. As Christopher and the
SVW,
Sopranos
I
said.
don't know.
Christopher and the Sopranos.
Sisters with voices. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was,
but
Yeah,
Chris-
SWV. I
Christopher and the
get
Sopranos.
so
Law and Order
weak in the
SUV.
knees, I
Yep.
can hardly speak.
and
You know,
I'll
that was
be
one-
right here. Yep.
That was one thing the Sega never took advantage of. You should have had a
They were
three-way
like Dime Store
split
TLC. Yeah.
Pretty
between
much. They just had that one
32X
good album.
and the Sega CD. So you should have had a cartridge 32X that could have run with the Sega CD. And
Oh, they fucked themselves on that. Well, that was Japan's fault. We actually just talked about this morning because I saw a documentary about this not too long ago too. And yeah, that's basically what happened is they got so mad at Tom Kalinske in the U.S. that they were sabotaging Sega U.S.
Yeah.
on purpose. And it was because the boss man would bitch at them constantly, like, why aren't you as good as Tom? So they fucking turned around and created the 32X on purpose to fuck with the market, knowing full well that the Sega CD was on its way. And then they also refused to work with Sony. And that was another one I think Tom really wanted to do. And they fucked that whole company up. Sega could have been what Sony is now had they not fucked that whole thing up, basically.
after that Sega debacle, Sony went to Nintendo. And they were going to come out with this
Then they got
Nintendo
fucked by
PlayStation.
Nintendo.
And then they got fucked by Nintendo. And Sony was like, we'll just make our own damn console.
With blackjack and hookers.
With blackjack and hookers, that's right.
I saved up and bought a Genesis before the Super Nintendo. And I rented every Genesis game in the store. I completed the wall, and then I sold my Genesis so I could afford the Super Nintendo, and then I worked on the Super Nintendo wall.
Well, in the beginning, you could have.
I didn't have the means to do both. My parents.
That just
were not
hurts
gonna
me,
do that.
man. Because I love.
I saved up $2 allowance a week until I could buy the Genesis, and then I went at
I loved
the full
Super
collection.
Nintendo.
You know?
It had more colors. It had technically it had better sound, but at the end of the day, 99% of the games were 10 times better on Genesis because they were either weren't cut or they're completely different versions that were much better.
Or
like
they're
great
R-rated.
example. They're straight up R-rated. Yeah.
I'm a JRPG fan, so the Super Nintendo definitely suited me for that.
Yeah.
But
That
the
I can
Genesis
see, yeah.
has massively overlooked. I'll take the I played the shit out of the Hyperstone heist, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Much as I love Turtles in Time, and the Hyperstone heist gets overlooked. And as an emulation fan, and a Mega Man fan, the Wily Wars.
Well, Mortal
16-bit
Kombat, of course,
remakes
is the
of the
prime.
first 3 Mega Man games. Yeah,
Is the prime
so-
example, of course, and then
Yeah.
And then you had Jurassic Park, which is a horrible fucking game on the SNES, but it's a great fucking game on the Genesis.
Super Nintendo got their butts kicked so bad with the first Mortal Kombat to Genesis that
Yes.
they actually changed
And it
their
looked
rules
better.
they changed their rules for Mortal Kombat 2.
Well, that's
so Mortal
'cause-
Kombat
and-
2 was the first time that they had blood on a game. And
But the Super Nintendo looked better. It sounded
It
better.
did.
The
It did.
game, you had like half-size characters on the Sega. They were smaller. It didn't look as good, and it didn't sound as good.
Didn't matter as long as you had that blood code.
Blood.
Abacab.
Yep.
ABA.
Abacab,
yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo had a few, like the regular Nintendo had some things too that was great that we forget about. But no, the thing that the Genesis had going for it for the longest time over the NES was that it had the ports that they did of arcade games were much more accurate.
Right.
That was what I loved. And then you had, of course, again, I ended up, I had both, but like my SNES collection compared to my Genesis stuff was like, like I had on Super NES, I had like Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario 1, 2, and 3, and whatever the pack. and like Mario Paint. Otherwise, I didn't have any other fucking NES games. Like that's really all I ever had. I think maybe I had Super Star Wars and Super Jedi, and that was it. Otherwise,
Mario Kart?
yeah.
Did you say Mario
No,
Kart?
I've never played Mario Kart. Believe it or not.
I
Wow.
had a huge SNES collection. I was the opposite. I had that huge SNES collection, and then I had the Sega exclusives that like Mortal Kombat, and there was another one where you could like blow alien limbs off, where you were like it was like a shooter, but you could blow alien body parts apart and blood.
Not Doom, but a
gore,
different
and,
one, right?
Yeah, it was a different one. It was like a combat arena, monster arena, or some weird shit. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
fought these demon monsters and blew their wings off and their arms and put holes in their chest and all that shit. It was all the mature rated games I had on Sega.
Their last great game on Genesis was Eternal Champions, and I really wish we would have got a better version of that. But
yeah, Street Fighter was always better on SNES because it had the better colors, the better graphics, better sound. But Mortal Kombat 1, really nailed it.
But the
there.
tower, dude, on Sega. I remember when my friend came over and I finally got the Sega CD, and I had the Sega CD, I had the Genesis, and then I had 32X sitting on top of it. He was like, "It's the tower."
I think Genesis had the more mature category. Like Nintendo was definitely
clearly
trying to go family oriented, and so that's why he said like fighting games. Like Genesis did not hold back, whereas Nintendo had to. Right?
Yeah, I played Altered Beast in the arcade first, and when I found out that was coming out on Genesis, I think that was launched with the system. Actually, was Altered Beast.
It was, and then Tom Kalinske said, "No, you got to switch it over to Sonic." And Sega Japan lost their fucking mind.
Yeah, I love
You can't put it with our best-selling game. He's like, that's exactly why we're putting it with our best-selling game.
Yeah, I was one of those lucky kids that had both systems. I was.
Oh, no, they had both. Calvin and Menchie, they had both. They had actually multiple ones. So you had Street Fighter 2, you had Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, you had Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and then you had Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which was the first time you could get Fei Long and Akuma and all that shit. So
there's probably more Street Fighter 2 games than any other game, I would say, as far as versions of the same actual game.
Right.
We used to joke about that. We're gonna be 40 years old and we're gonna have a copy of Super Mega Ultra Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighter Night, 2029 edition, because they never were gonna go to 3. It was like, God help me, just come out with a third game. We don't need 29 editions for a single game.
Right.
Well, it was a hit at the arcade first. That was why it did so well.
Oh yeah, I remember playing it all the time. Same thing, Mortal Kombat and NBA Jam,
Turtles,
Terminator, Turtles,
The Simpsons.
Yeah,
we just said so that. Many quarters on that game.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom, X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Yeah. Which is funny. We just named most of the arcades that I have now.
Well, now you can get them all as arcade one-up cabinets.
Exactly. That's what I just said. Yeah, basically.
Still can't get the SNK versus Capcom, which I really, really want. But those only ever came out in Japan. We got them on Dreamcast, but they had actual arcades in Japan for the SNK versus Capcom games. I want those. I really do. If I got to make a damn cabinet to have it, I will.
I do kind of miss that, like going to the mall and going to the arcade in the mall, and just like
we came out of Regal. I think it's like Regal 40 or some shit after watching Godzilla, and it says arcade, food, bar. We go in there and it's nothing but like Halo, skee ball. There's some racing games, but there's no like arcade. If it says arcade, you better have some damn arcade games. That's why Select Start in Dallas? That's why we have Valhalla Con there that first Friday, because it's an actual arcade.
Well, you got a bunch of guys now that are building their own home arcades, thanks to Arcade 1-Up and a few other companies. Like 19K Fox, I wrench his shows on Sundays, and he's built himself a beautiful arcade. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I very, very jealous. His whole basement is basically an arcade now.
funny because
I hope it comes back.
I live in a very small prairie town, and someone's actually opened an arcade in our tiny little downtown.
Oh
I haven't
yeah.
been in it yet, but it's not a huge one, but at least someone's gone to the effort of doing that. So interesting that they would even try.
We've got one here, but it's mostly pinball. So if you like pinball, there's one like 20 minutes from where I live. The one in Dallas though makes that look like
Well, that
nothing.
Dallas one's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dallas one we went to last year for Valhalla Con, they had everything. In Mortal Kombat, they had Street Fighter, they had fighters, they had X-Men, the 4-player X-Men game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Simpsons, and a whole crap load of pinball. So it's like half the place is pinball, and the other half is nothing but the best arcade game. Rampage, Tron, you name it, they got it. I think we're going to get out of here. It's almost midnight.
Yeah.
Well, I have some
Hey, I
Christmas,
gotta walk the
I have some
dog.
Christmas advice for everybody before we go.
Oh yeah, of course.
So don't forget to do not ignore traditions at Christmas.
That's
Please,
right.
everybody, make sure you do this.
And a crowbar for Mexican Iron Man to get out the window.
I'm trying to remember what time it is if you start watching Die Hard on Christmas Eve. You hit midnight at the same point where Gruber falls from the tower.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm sure it can be worked out.
Yeah. There's an exact exact time if you start it. Then when you get to that minute, it should count down exactly to the midnight hour when Hans Gruber dies.
I still think Invasion USA is the best Christmas movie.
Kind of like, dropping the ball on New Year's kind of thing.
Dropping the ball on New Year's.
Yeah, I'm serious. This is something people do. You didn't know about this? Yeah.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
What a great scene. Plus, they didn't warn him before, so that's why he looks so freaked out when he gets dropped, because he didn't know it was going to happen yet. Yeah.
Now I'm looking for my
I
Mexican
hope that's not a
Iron Man
hostage.
meme. Pretty sure I had a Mexican Iron Man meme about that.
That was one of my first VHS movies I ever owned, was Die Hard.
You started at 9:58 p.m. in 13 seconds. So if you started at that time, at exactly midnight, Gruber falls off the top of the tower.
God, I didn't realize Die Hard was that long.
Yeah, it's just over 2 hours. And right after that, it ends. It doesn't dwell either. That's the thing. It's an 80s movie in that respect.
Yeah,
Chris looked it up too, yeah.
You get that one last, jump scare thing or whatever with Carl and him getting shot up. But yeah, then after that, it's pan out from the back of the limo.
The dad from Family Matters takes out.
Yeah. Well, that's my theory is that Die Hard is actually
yes,
what
connected.
What happened to Carl Winslow after he freaked out and killed that little black kid that he killed was actually Urkel, and he's on protection now. He's under new name, new town.
Mother Nakatomi Plaza
Carl,
car into Swiss cheese.
Why did you do that?
I need backup assistance now! Now, goddammit, now!
How do you know he's not the same guy who shot your car up?
Good point. All right, we're getting out of here. Anybody got anything? We got CC
like I'm ordering a pizza.
Yeah, I'm going to sing songs.
Just spitting to an 8-year-old Twinkie.
I got the council tomorrow night. Come hang out. Get your puppet on. Good stuff. Mario Kart stream afterwards. So have fun. Then I'll hang out with that not so hairy guy, Culture Casino, on Sunday night for his show. My other co-hosting duties.
I second that. Cotton Council tomorrow night.
Oh, and Boobs and Boredom afterwards.
Best show on a Saturday night.
Damn straight.
Drunk Water's ready. He's like, I got my 40, bitch. Puppet gonna be there.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll, brother. All right, guys, make sure you check out TC Karaoke stream coming up. They're going to be doing karaoke tonight. Right after this ends, do not forget to catch the Cotton Council. And damn it, watch some of Tom's videos because Midnight's Edge is kicking ass and taking names and not taking any shit. So,
oh, yeah.
And boobs and boarding. I mean, bourbon and boarding.
Boobs and boarding.
Boobs and boredom.
Damn it.
Although,
and better boobs than those. Please. God help me. Midget for life. For life. Take care, everybody. Have a great one. Be excellent to each other. Always speak, friend, enter. We'll see you next Friday on The Late Show with Loki and
God
Soda.
bless the
Have a
little
great
people.
one.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.